I learned how to juggle 100 times from zero in 100 days. Here's how. It all started in the dark winter nights where I would go outside to practice non-stop. But since I don't have clips of that, you're gonna see just how bad I was already 2 weeks in. Just look at this. I had no clue what I was doing even after 2 weeks, and I realized I had a lot of work ahead. I broke my ankle right after that video. But who really cares? I started training the very next day. And I don't mean to downplay it. This injury stayed with me for the next 2 months and my ankle was puffed up beyond belief. But I was committed and I wanted to keep playing. Another fun fact is that right after my ankle healed, after about a month and a half, I rolled it right away and now I'm just really focusing on doing ankle mobility drills to get stronger. Another thing I just want to quickly mention before this clip ends is that the soccer ball I was using was really hard and sucked, so my grandpa from Ukraine got me a new one. What a legend. I also got a size 1 ball to practice with, but I was not at that level yet. And my cat enjoyed it a lot more than I did. Soon, the work really started paying off. I could actually feel like I was controlling the ball. And in this specific video, I felt like I was just in flow. I can't describe it, but I was calm and I could just feel where the ball was going. And I knew where to place my foot to get it back up in the air. But either way, I was improving and I was happy it was finally happening. But I was still missing that oomph, that like control that people have. So what I really needed to do was watch as many videos as I could. And I basically learned not that much. All I really knew now was that you have to keep the ball lower, bend a bit, keep your toes curled, and some other shit. But what I really focused on was keeping the ball low, because what I had been doing this whole time was just throwing it wherever the hell I wanted. And also keeping it in front of you. That was pretty important because I was doing 360s to keep that ball alive. Time was passing and juggling was no longer my enemy. I was still doing it and I still didn't like doing it because honestly I'd rather just play soccer, but it's winter. What the hell else am I gonna do other than juggling inside? And I started actually finding love for it. It was just kind of fun to be in that trance of just keeping the ball up, and I was getting pretty good at it. Holy shit, that actually sounds so funny. On this giant milestone PR of 78, all that really changed, I think, was either the fact that I had started doing plyos, or the fact that I might have changed my shoes to actual running shoes, not those dumb black ones that I've gotten very used to. But I just disregarded everything I'd learned. I just chased after that damn ball and it was so fun to do. This was a different type of training and I did not realize how quickly I could react. Like you might see some of these times, I should not be getting that ball. It should just be on the ground already. But like it just stayed up. It just stayed up somehow. I don't know. Good on me. Learning to juggle has just been some crazy fever dream. I went from being able to do 0 touches, not even keeping the ball up, to being able to do almost 100, which I still hope we'll be able to do by the end of this video. I've got 4 days left on the challenge and I'm going to keep working on it. But even though this progress isn't even impressive, it's just so amazing to see. My only goal now was to hit 100 juggles before the 100-day mark ended, and I was getting pretty damn close. Sure, I was spending a lot of time and I wasn't really making new PRs, but the jump from 70, I went up all the way to 92. So now I was 8 away from 100 and I knew I might be able to get it within the next 3 days before the challenge finally ended. This was my last chance, my last hope. It's my birthday, so I better get some luck in this as well. But I went all out. I woke up at like, actually, what the hell am I talking about? I got there at like 11 a.m. pretty late, but like I just wanted to get it over with, or I guess finish it off, since I gotta edit this video and post it ASAP. But yeah, I finally got it. This was the attempt. I guess if you want, you could watch the entire thing. I'll just turn off the music. You could see how far I've come from literally hitting like 1 to 3 juggles at max to going up to 100. 105 to be specific, although it's hard to count, you know that, man? Like genuinely, like I don't know if it's touching my foot or like it's going really fast. So counting it takes like multiple attempts, and each time you get like a different number, and you're like, which one do we want to go with here? Because the path of least resistance is to go for the highest one. But I don't think that's what I want here. But what I'm happy with is that I'm certain I got 100, which is a pretty cool number and not one I would have expected to ever get. My plans for this challenge were honestly just to get 10 juggles, but I've done much more than that, and I'm happier than I ever could be, mainly on my birthday. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I hope you all have an amazing day. If you've got tips or want to support me on my journey, this is my first video. So let me know, and take care guys. Subscribe if you want more like this.